All right, so here we are. I don't really need to cut anything, but I wanted to say this. I ended up getting, this is the PAUDIN. This is the one that we're looking at, and this is the same brand for the bread knife, which I use for watermelons and like really big stuff. Really love it for that. They're so sharp. It's pretty ridiculous how sharp they are. I got this one. It is really a pretty knife. It feels really well in the hands, really good. I cut salads all the time, so I'm at it all the time. I wouldn't use like plastic cutting boards with this one because it's so sharp that when they're too sharp, they can go through, you know, those kinds of cutting boards. You wouldn't think so, but they make their way through, and so you don't want plastic ending up in your stuff, and you don't want to cut a hole through it. But this is definitely one of my new babies. I have to admit that, you know, I love the way it feels. It's not the one I use the most, but because I ended up getting a different one. But for the price, this is just as good as any of the really expensive top brands. If I didn't have these really expensive ones, this cuts just as good and feels pretty much just as good. I just like the little bit of an ergonomic kind of a feel on these, but honestly, there's not like much difference. When you hold this, oh my gosh, let me tell you, this thing feels it feels awesome. There's like it's feeling so good in the hand. It moves really well. I wouldn't think that I would have liked some kind of an extra ergonomic type of a situation, but I do. What I'm doing with this one at this time is, since I'm using these other knives more, even though they're just as good, I'm keeping this guy super sharp. So whenever there's a time that I want something to really just go through like butter, this guy's just there all the time. So I kind of have a purpose for all of them. You know, these are the ones on this. These are the ones that I use the most. You know, probably the most used is the small one. I don't remember seeing one that was this size, but I can't believe how much I use these smaller ones. So anyway, this brand, amazing, and they look nice. They definitely look awesome.
This is the chest knife. It has a beautiful wood design engraved inside of it. It is very sharp. It comes with these to protect it. They are easily removable. And you can see how sharp it is. It's a very good size.
Hello, this is the PAUDIN knife I purchased in December, and as you can see, the handle is splitting. It's a wonderful knife, weight, the feel, the touch, but this doesn't make sense to make such a nice knife otherwise, but you have such a flawed handle. Anyway, this is my video that I'm going to submit. Thank you. Bye-bye.